Assalamu alaikum. So this is an amazing diagram which the Prophet ﷺ actually drew in the sand, and I'm recording this post just a couple of days after the tragic news of Sheikh Muhammad al-Sharif's death, who's a great pioneer in this ummah. Many of us are grieving for him, and it's a good time to reflect on death because the Prophet ﷺ told us to reflect, to remember abundantly, akthuru, right? To remember plentifully the destroyer of pleasures, death. And this diagram is incredible, right? It shows you the Prophet ﷺ's, mashallah, his teaching methodologies. This is where I first saw this hadith in a book on the teaching methodology of the Prophet ﷺ. He literally drew this square in the sand, and he put this line in the middle, which you can see it's going all the way across, and it extended across the square, and then we have all these little lines, and the human being is this line going across, right? And death is encircling on all sides. And you've got these small lines, which are these calamities and troubles. So, there's so many lessons here, but it shows you that, you go through one problem, right? When we're in our youth, maybe our problems are our exams, right? Then we have problems in earning money, and then maybe marriage, and then maybe someone dies, and then maybe we get ill, right? Basically, we can always expect problems in this world. That's part of the reality of this life, right? And this line is hope, and it shows you that, there's a few kind of reflections we can do with this. One is that our hope extends, and we always have our hope, and that's what keeps us going. We should have hope in Allah. We should never lose our hope in Allah. But it also teaches us urgency, that basically we are encircled by death. That death is always around us. And we look at Sheikh Muhammad al-Sharif, he was only 47, subhanAllah, when he passed away. And he was in perfect, he was in good health. There was no, he was the day before he was working. Many of us had signed up for his latest program, right? It came suddenly. And so this shows us that we have to have that urgency. We have to know that, look, there's calamities coming ahead of us. There's death which could come at any time. So we have to kind of proceed. We have to take our deen, and we have to take our life urgently. And we have to be ready, because we know when this comes, we're going to be meeting Allah Ta'ala. Are we ready for that? So reflect on this hadith. You can see the wording of it there. You can read it for yourself. And I hope this explanation has helped bring that reflection in, and I pray that we can all live each day like it's our last day, live with the type of urgencies the Sahaba had, and then inshallah that's the way we can revive our ummah and our communities and our families and ourselves. Assalamu alaikum.